I have mentioned guys in my last vlog that I will be accepting clarifications, questions, or suggestions, and you can just write it down below in the comment section. So one of my supportive friends who watched my video has a lot of questions. Yes, a lot. I'll be displaying here on the screen her questions and I will be answering all of them later. So please keep on watching. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. But if you are new here, my name is Junnavi. I am a Filipina but currently living here in Norway. So please don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and please also click the notification bell so that you will be updated with all of my latest uploads. So guys, if you have watched my last vlog, which was about the approval of my permanent residency here in Norway, I have mentioned there that for my next vlog, I will be talking about how to get a permanent residency here in Norway. Being a foreigner in a certain country, one of our goals is becoming a permanent resident in that country. But then why? Well, here in Norway, if you have a permanent residence permit, you can reside and work here indefinitely. So it means that you don't need to work 100%, or as what I've said, 80 to 100%, and you can reside here. So if you want to know on how to get a permanent residence permit here in Norway, please keep on watching. So the application would start at UDI.no, or it is the website of 𝓙𝓲 or in English, Norwegian Directorate of Immigration. When you're already in the UDI.no, click Want to Apply, and then type your citizenship, so Philippines, and then click Permanent Residence because we are applying for permanent residency, and then check on the applicable choices. So the question is, when should you apply? 3 months before your residence permit expires, you should already register your application and book an appointment. And no later than 1 month before your residence permit expires, you must already go to the police and hand in your documents. So now let's proceed to the requirements. So adult. So first would be you must pay an application fee. So how much would that be? For permanent residence permit, the application fee is 4,700 Norwegian kroner. And you can pay it directly to the application portal by Visa card or MasterCard upon registering your application. Second is you must have resided in Norway continuously for the past 3 years. So, what does it mean that your stay must be continuous? So first, you must not have been without a residence permit for more than 3 months in total during the past 3 years. As a rule, you cannot have stayed outside Norway for a total of more than 7 months during the past 3 years. Third requirement, you must have held residence permits that form the basis for a permanent residence permit for the last 3 years. So what are these residence permits that form the basis for a permanent residence permit? So here are the examples of residence permits that normally form a basis for a permanent residence permit. And as for me, I have a residence permit for skilled workers. So for the fourth requirements, you must meet the requirements for a residency permit for the 3 years period. So if you, for example, is a skilled worker that have had a job and income for the entire 3 years period. And you must hold a valid residence permit and still meet the requirements for the one you hold. And of course, you must financially support yourself. And you cannot have been convicted of a criminal offense. and you must normally have completed mandatory tuition in the Norwegian language and social studies and pass the concluding test. So in this section, we can check what are your requirements for the Norwegian language and for the social studies. So when did you have your first residence permit? So as for me, I get it 2017, and I have a residence permit as a skilled worker. And what kind of Norwegian language education have you taken? So as for me, I have taken fewer than 250 hours of tuition in the Norwegian language. So I will choose this one. And then, have you passed the Norwegian language test? Yes, I did in all parts. B1. What kind of social studies education? I have not taken any course in social studies. But then I did pass the test, and yes, it is in Norwegian, so I will choose this one. So it is stated here that I do not have to complete the Norwegian language tuition, and I do not have to complete the social studies because I already passed the exams. So now let's click the how to apply. And then you will choose your municipality, and then here are the checklists for permanent residence permit. So here you will check how old are you, and then what has your income been in the last 12 months. So yes, here are the checklists, or this is what you need to do. So first, print out this list, check the boxes, gather all original documents and copy, sign and date the list, bring the list or original documents to the police, show all the original documents to the police, and then documents that are in another language other than Norwegian and English must be translated. So here you will check all that is applicable. Signed cover letter, copy of all the pages, the list of time spent abroad. So you will really state there when did you travel outside Norway. The checklist, and then here are the documents that shows that you support yourself. So as for me, I have income from my employment. And then you will state also that you did not receive any financial assistance from the NAV. It is the economy social help here in Norway. And then for the Norwegian language and then the social studies, so I do not need to have the course because I already passed the exam. So you will also choose that one. So I will be bringing the documents which shows that I have passed the social studies and the Norwegian language exam. And since I have a permit as a skilled worker here in Norway, so I will be bringing the UDI's offer of employment and my last 3 months paychecks. So next, go to the application form. So you will be directed to a form that you need to fill up. And then yes, I already booked an appointment. So that's it, guys.
So for the first question, she asked if I can travel to any part of the world with just an au pair visa or a student visa. So yes and no. Well, having an au pair visa or a student visa here in Norway, it means that you are having a Schengen visa. So basically, you can travel to all Schengen countries. I will be displaying here the Schengen countries. Okay? But then her question is, can I travel or can you travel to any part of the world? As a Filipino, we know that we need a visa to almost all of the countries. But having an au pair or student visa here in Norway, it will be much easier to apply a visa to a certain country than applying it while you are in the Philippines. So yes. So the second question she asked, if you fell in love to a Norwegian and get married before 4 years of citizenship, will you automatically become a citizen? Well, no. I think she asked me this question because I have mentioned in my previous vlog that I will wait for another 4 years to become a citizen here in Norway. So for example, if I will be marrying a Norwegian this year, I will not automatically become a citizen, no. But then the years will be shortened. Like instead of 4 years, it will only become 2 years. Because the 𝑳𝒑𝓘 will explain further about that one. Third question, where is Philadelphia? Philadelphia, USA? No. I think she asked me this because I have mentioned that I went to a Bible school, Philadelphia Bible School, last 2016. But then it is not Philadelphia, USA. It is Philadelphia Bible School. It is under the Philadelphia Church here in Norway. It is a Pentecostal church. So no, it is not in the USA. So fourth, she said that I don't understand the 80 to 100% position. Please explain further. Well, I have mentioned in my previous vlog that in order for you to have a working visa here in Norway, you need to have a regular job or regular work with an 80 to 100% position. Well, here in Norway, a regular worker works 35.5 hours per week. So if you only have an 80% position, you need to work 28.4 hours per week. So yes, that's it. So as for me, I only have an 85% position, so I will only be working 30 hours per week. So for the fifth question, she asked if one should need to learn the language before coming here in Norway, just like Germany. Well, it's up to you. But then it is not necessarily to learn the language while you are still in the Philippines before coming here in Norway. Because if you have an au pair visa, your host family will offer you a language course that and then they are the one who is paying for your tuition or for the school payment for the language course. So yes, but then you cannot work here in Norway if you did not pass the language exam. And then the result or the level of the language exam that you need to take depends on what work you are working. And then for her last question, but not the least, what is the editor? She asked me what is the editor that I'm using, or if I have someone that is editing my videos, or it is just me. Well, I am using KineMaster to edit my video, and then I am using PixArt for my thumbnails. And then I am editing it myself. So Jessica, thank you for all your questions and clarifications. So I hope you are satisfied with my answers. Again, thank you. So that's all for today, guys. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!